There's something about the road, about how it stretches beyond the horizon, quiet and wide open. The hum of engines, the rush of wind, the sense of freedom. But today's ride isn't just about motorcycles. It's about stories, brothers, warriors who carry burdens most would never understand. Men who fought in Vietnam and came home carrying invisible scars. This ride is a journey of healing, memory, and hope. Welcome back to Duty Calls. This is a place where we ride, reflect, and reconnect with the past, with each other, and with ourselves. Today I'm riding with a remarkable group of Vietnam veterans. These men are mostly in their 70s, but their spirit still rides hard. They carry stories, memories, and a brotherhood that runs deeper than words. Each patch tells a story of battles, of units, of fallen friends. These men have ridden through jungles of war and the quiet storms of their own minds. Today's ride is less about speed and more about presence. It's not just about the bikes. It's about the journey they've been on. The ride today is a quiet tribute, a way to remember, and a step toward healing. We had the opportunity to ride to places few see anymore. Quiet backroads, small forgotten towns, endless stretches of nature untouched. And the silence between the engines was just as important as the ride itself. When you've been through darkness like war, trauma, loss, moments like these remind you of something real. The sun breaking through the clouds, a hawk soaring high, the whisper of a stream. Out there, I felt something that hadn't in a long time. I felt God's presence, the kind of peace that can't be forced, only found. It's hard to put into words, but for these veterans, the ride isn't just an escape. It's an inhale journey. Each mile, a step toward light. Mental health doesn't always mean fixing everything. Sometimes it's just these small moments. Breathing in the open air, feeling the engines hum, riding side by side with brothers who get it. What stood out most was the unspoken bond. Not many words were needed. One rider slows to check on another. A simple nod says, "I got you." That's brotherhood forged in fire, unbreakable and silent. These men don't need to say much. Their actions speak louder than words. The way they ride side by side, look out for one another, and show up. It's a bond shaped by shared experience, by surviving the unspeakable. The healing here isn't in taking it all out. It's in being present together, carrying each other through. If you feel alone, like no one understands, know this. There's a pack out there waiting. It might be a group of riders, a community, or even just one person who's been through the same fire. You do not have to ride alone. There was a moment today when I was just watching the sunlight catch the grass and the wind ripple like a breath over the land. It was more than beautiful. It was sacred. In that moment, I felt a peace that's hard to explain. I believe that God's whisper, telling us we're not forgotten. The world carries weight. Trauma is real, but so is hope. Out here, surrounded by open skies, I saw men who fought the darkest battles and are still standing, still fighting. Not with guns, but with faith, courage, and love. As long as there's breath in your lungs, there's purpose. Maybe that purpose is to ride. Maybe it's to listen. Maybe it's just to be. And that's enough. That's everything. This ride wasn't just another video. It was a reminder. Life goes on after the uniform comes off. That we still can find joy, seek peace, and honor every day we're given. If this story touched you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you're struggling, speak up. If you're healing, keep going. And if you're able, get out there and ride. Feel the wind. Find your peace. Because here, on the open road, we salute life one adventure at a time. This is Duty Calls. And together, we're saluting life one adventure at a time. So until next time, ride free, love hard, and never forget, you still matter.